Hello everybody, this is the weekly psychic astrology for the 1st to the 7th of February 2021, and we're going to kick things off with Aries. Now this week somebody may be being a little bit stubborn with you, but I do feel it is going to take you down a different route. It is going to be the trigger of a new direction for you where love and relationships are concerned. There is alarm bells ringing, especially around partnerships. So do listen to the call. As far as money goes, there seems to be a little bit more in the pot, although you may be doubtful as to where things may go from here on. I mean, this could be a lot to do with what is going on in the world right now. There is a lot of uncertainty, and it may be a bit slow for the next few weeks because we are in Mercury retrograde. You may be feeling like some things are delayed. I'm getting like a check that's in the post that is kind of just making its way slowly there. So if you put something out there, you're waiting for something, I do feel it will come to you, and it will come to you on a Tuesday, I'm being told. And obviously this isn't for everybody. This is a general read, but it will be important for somebody who's listening. Just let go of it. Let go of the focus on money if you can. Allow things to be revealed and just open up to the best. A Virgo could be very, very helpful to you and significant where money and finances are concerned this week. Now, as far as work goes, if you're independent in your choice, you're going to fare very well. And I do see positivity if you decide to go out on your own. Some of you may be thinking of starting a business or just working on a more independent, or taking a more independent route. I do see new beginnings around work. I do see things popping up every now and again. So if you're out of work, do believe in the miracle and keep your faith. Again, this could be slower times for the next 3 weeks up until the 20th, but it will pick up again in the spring. And I feel if you put the effort in where your passion is, it will pay off. Hello, Taurus. Now, relationships may be a bit higgledy-piggledy this week. I'm seeing a lot of toing and froing, a lot of coming and going. You may be feeling a lot of mixed emotions, but I do see revelations coming where love is concerned, especially around somebody who has been more awkward than you thought. Maybe you thought you were being the awkward one or didn't want to do something, or the blame was being pushed onto you. And then suddenly you're realising that actually, no, it's not me at all, and this isn't good for me. There could be a massive turning point coming this week. I'm getting Wednesday, Thursday time, and you are being guided to take a chance on you. Do step outside your comfort zone. Don't start jumping into anything brand new or rushing ahead too quickly as we are in Mercury retrograde. But I do feel that you need to trust in your soul calling and trust in yourself and the love for yourself. Now, as far as money concerns are, I'm seeing a kind of slow flow this week. You may be working towards something. I'm being given pictures of people building. So you may be working towards a final product, which will bring in some extra cash. But I do see, just keep going with it. I do see a lot of inspiration coming in as you work towards a goal. So if you set yourself a target that you want to save a certain amount or you want to be able to afford something, I feel the inspiration will come in of how you can expand on this or speed things up a little down the line. Again, like Aries, I've got Virgo being very, very significant this week for finances. Really to do with mindset. So you may be working with a life coach. You may be around somebody who has a very, very grounded and positive mindset around finances. It could be somebody who affects you in some way or awakens you as to your own mindset of where you've been being over careful, or maybe you've been avoiding or suppressing real emotions inside you, which has in effect been blocking your money source. Now, work in general, I am seeing a lot of strength around. I'm seeing a lot of support for you when you need it. So don't be afraid to ask for help, and do reach out to those who are offering as well. Don't kind of just stick your head in the sand if you think, oh, I can do this on my own. I know what I'm doing. You know, there could be some really good advice around for you if you allow it to come in. I do feel like you could be in two minds about something, a job that you're doing, or maybe taking on a new role. That will change. I don't think that you have to make any major decisions. And if you are being forced to make a decision and you're not certain, then don't do it. That's the best advice, unless it's the only thing there and it's the only thing that's going to put food on your table. The biggest message here is don't lock yourself into something that's going to really, really make you unhappy. Do trust. I'm not telling you to suffer, but at the same time, maybe negotiate a deal where you can do a trial rather than sign up to something and, you know, that you may find later on after like even a week or a few days that you really don't want. You've signed away your everything. You've signed away all your happiness. Do check contracts very, very clearly. I do actually see once you let go and you stop worrying or fretting or maybe overthinking something around your working life, that you will find something come towards you that matches you more easily. If you're very clear about what you want, then it's going to be easier to draw it in. Hello, Cancer. Now, I'm seeing a similar pattern repeating itself. Now, remember, this isn't for all of you. You may not be in a relationship. You may be single. But for those of you who are in a relationship, I feel that there could be somebody who is influencing you some way, maybe manipulating or forcing your hand a little bit by their own behaviour. So they're not telling you what to do, they're just maybe acting up so that they're projecting their own emotions onto you so you feel a bit guilty. Don't get pulled in by this. I feel this is decision time this week to create your own balance and decide what is best for you. Now, if you're single, this could be somebody else's advice that you're listening to, or maybe you are holding out for somebody who's kind of half in, half out, isn't really, you know, committing to you. So make the commitment to yourself this week. This is really important to create a better balance this week. And I feel like you're going to be given opportunity, especially where love is concerned. This is all linked up with your abundance in your life. And if you've got issues around work, then creating the balance in one area will effectively create the balance in others as well. There's big transformation coming in where your finances and money and spending is concerned, and I am seeing a revelation around a stressful situation or something that crops up that you suddenly realize and you think, oh, you know, I've got to do something about this, and this will take you down a new path, a much positive one and a much more just substantial one where earning is much greater and it's much more expansive. As far as work is concerned, there's also a breakthrough there, but this is coming from what I call maybe a disappointment or a wake-up call or a realization. I'm getting that you may put too much energy into one area and you're not actually, it's helping other people rather than yourself. Now, I'm not saying don't help other people. That's a great thing to do. But if you're suffering for the sake of other people's needs, then that isn't great. And that's what will be blocking you around all the areas of your life, as I've said before. Take a little bit of time out this week if you can, and really, really look at what happiness means to you and where your energy lies. Again, where you are balancing your life. You know, what are you battling with daily? What keeps repeating itself again and again and again? I feel like this pattern that I spoke about with love is so important this week. So really take some time to do some self-reflection, and I feel like, you know, you could really get things back on track and back in order. Hello, Gemini. I did do that back to front. Apologies there, guys, but there are the timestamps to get you where you need. So looking at love for you, I'm seeing some value, so a lifting value for you. Maybe you're seeing yourself in a different light, or someone is giving you some kind of respect. This is coming, though, from stepping out alone. So some of you may walk away from a relationship, or you may just suddenly realise that you are not going to be burdened by somebody else's issues anymore, and you're going to start giving yourself the love. I just feel that something could have stressed you out this week, or something could be a trigger that gets you to do so, because I am seeing a revelation. I'm also seeing Aries and Taurus being around this or connected to this. So some of you may be involved with or close, have somebody in the family or relationship or friends that is an Aries or a Taurus energy. that could bring the revelation or could be the reason that you step away. Now, obviously, if you're single, this could just be the wake-up call or the revelation you need in order to progress further and move towards love. There's a lot of jealousy around you, and I think that could be something that will surprise you in some people, that maybe their behaviour is so because of that, and you hadn't really put yourself up there, but this is going to highlight your value in itself. There's more details to learn around finances. I see you looking at legal agreements, looking at invoices, looking at accounts in general, and trying to make some orders so that you can make some savings for the spring and the summer later on as well. It's almost like there's an idea that you want to kind of start sorting things out so things flow a lot better, so that maybe you can have the summer that you've been looking for. You don't have to work through it, or that you can take a little holiday. I know it's not that easy right now what's going on, but you know, there are ways around it. And obviously if finances have been tight, then there has to be another way. I can even see you looking at selling some things, or just having, you know, restructuring your whole living arrangement, maybe taking a lodger or something where, you know, so you can create more opportunities for yourself. This will be a turning point this week for your financial behaviours and patterns. Now, work-wise, I'm seeing something end. Now, this could be you leaving, a job finishing, or just something finishing in you or your ideals. I do see sadness though, or something letting you down. This could be that you didn't get the job that you wanted, or maybe something's happened that you want to leave a job, or it's just too hard work and you've realised that you've just got to stop trying for something. There's many ways of looking at this, and remember, this is general, so it's not going to be for everyone. What I do see, which is really positive, is that some of things if there's any discomfort happening in your life around work, it's because you're not following your passion. Okay, that's the message here. Follow your passion and all the doors will open to you. And I'm seeing some really, really big doors that could open in the summer. So get prepared now, get your life in order, start seeing your value, start respecting yourself, and I feel things are just going to take a really, really positive turn. Hello, Leo. Now, I saw jealousy around Gemini, but I can see it around you as well. I feel the ugly head of jealousy is going to come up, and it's going to, whoever this is or whatever this is, it's causing stress within a relationship, or it's blocking you from moving forwards with a relationship. Be creative. Deal with other people's jealousy in a creative way. Look at it in a positive way. Rise above it. Look further at the details. There's more to be learned from somebody around you. Okay, so this again could be somebody is behaving jealously, but you don't realise it's jealousy, right? Because you don't put yourself where you are. Maybe somebody dumped you, okay, and you are in a new relationship, and the person that dumped you is suddenly being really horrible, right? And you think, well, you didn't want me, so why are you behaving that? Because actually they're regretting it. So just be aware of what people are doing. Look further, look beyond what people are saying. Look at the subtext and their body language and their pattern that they keep portraying. There is nothing wrong with you. That's what Spirit's saying. You haven't done anything wrong. And if, you know, you're finding this with a friend where relationship's concerned, then it could be that, you know, they've distanced themselves, or if you find someone's distanced themselves, it's because, again, they want what you have, or they're just feeling a bit like, you know, they want to just annoyed and they're just blaming somebody for not having things the way they want it. Now, I do see finances moving a bit better this week, okay, because there's a quite a good energy around financial growth, but it may be slow. But you must be loyal to your own needs this week. Don't lend money, because I do feel that if you give anything out and you haven't made the terms really, really clear, then you probably won't see it again. So keep your purse tight towards you, even if that means somebody, again, kicking off or behaving bizarrely, or, you know, not being happy about the way that you said something, you know, your decision on the matter. This is kind of a test of loyalty for yourself. And when you stick to your guns, I feel that doors are going to open for you. There's Around work, I do see an opportunity coming in. It could come out of the blue. I do feel it would be to start on the 3rd week of the month or thereabouts, or it may be to have an interview around that time. You may just hear inklings of something new. Don't discard it or just think, oh, well, that's happened before, I'm not going to believe it. Really, you know, see this as a sign of things looking better. Maybe it won't be that job, but it's showing you that things are starting to open up. I do see a Gemini that could be in the mix here where career is concerned, that could open doors or inspire you in some way. But I do feel if you let go a little bit and just relax and just find your peace, and things will start moving exactly the way that you want it. If you're self-employed, just get in the flow this week. Again, you know, we've got Mercury retrograde going on. That does cause delays. It does cause restrictions sometimes in itself, what with all the other lockdowns going on. And so it's important to just do things mindfully, you know, keep taking the steps every day, take a few chunks at that apple, and then by the spring you will have maybe created something wonderful and you'll be ready to really launch. Virgo, I'm seeing influences around relationships of Cancer and Taurus this week. Maybe there's somebody that you will meet of that sign. I feel that there is a chance to take maybe a gamble. Okay, now I use that word very carefully because I don't want everyone just rushing in and gambling everything away. But I feel like you have to take a chance on yourself. There could be 2 people literally in the mix, and you kind of have to take a chance and just see what goes. There is new beginnings around, but you may be questioning whether to step in at all or even go for anything right now, because I feel that there's something that has caused you some upset, which is being triggered this week for some reason. Maybe you're just being more you know, doubtful than usual. It could be the mix of the full moon and Mercury and everything else that's going on. Really be aware of other people's projections at the moment. Take a chance on yourself. If somebody, you know, someone's offering a date, although we can't really go far at the moment, you know, maybe it's a Skype date, or at least open yourself up to getting to know people. But I think that the chance in any case is a chance for happiness and joy. Now, as far as money is concerned, I'm seeing partnerships being formed or working together to improve finances. Maybe you're going to talk to somebody who's an expert to help you. Maybe you're going to form a partnership in work where you can bring 2 skills together and make something more expansive. I feel like this is to do with something from the past that is coming back, or somebody coming back from the past to reunite. Maybe it's a partnership that was broken that is going to come back. This is all about divine timing. So there is a kind of test around it of temptation, and I think this is just be aware of what you learned from this situation, but don't lock yourself down completely. Be open to negotiations and discussion, and realise that you have got control. I do see shifts around work generally. You may suddenly be working from home. You may suddenly decide to just start your own business at home. There's going to be doubts around that, of course, because I do feel this would be a new energy coming in, something very different, very foreign. Take some time out and just relax first before you kind of jump into anything. This is the retrograde. It isn't a great time to just suddenly leap into something brand new or be pushed into anything. Take the time to do your research and structure, but don't be stubborn at the same time. I just feel like there's some sadness or upset around that could cause you to doubt, or maybe causing you to be confused. It could be other people's sadness that is kind of holding you back, and you might be doing really well and just want to just get on with it and be like really inspired. Listen to your soul calling. Just get on with it and just kind of block out all the other people's energies right now, because I do see, again, this is divine timing. Things are starting to look up for you. So let go of the past. Hello, Libra. Now I'm seeing things on the up for you where relationships are concerned. I'm seeing more honesty. So somebody may have been a bit secretive or be holding things back for a while, but suddenly it's like you've struck gold, and everything is out in the open and everything feels more free and easy. I feel like you're open for love as well, but for you as well, like some of the other signs this week, there's a little bit of jealousy around. So just watch that. Don't let that kind of shut you down, because I feel like your heart is really, really going to be lifted. You may get a lot of compliments this week, or you're just feeling the love in general. Now, as far as money is concerned, I do see an ending to a situation. That could be a debt that you've paid off. And I feel like there's a time to relax. Maybe something comes in which allows you to have some time out. But I'm also seeing endings, or, you know, an ending of a situation that has caused you a lot of stress as well and heartache. Again, it could be that you've owed somebody, or you felt indebted to them, and finally, you know, this is over and you can now kind of think about yourself. Now, there is the sign of Leo around that, and Cancer as well. So it could be somebody who's linked to your money situations or this week that comes in. I do see more organisation though, and management, better management. Spirit is saying don't keep, you know, pushing at something. If you're tired, give yourself a bit of like a day off at least, and just having that time out will allow you to have more flow and inspiration. Now, as far as work is concerned, again, I'm seeing a time to rest. Maybe you are under the weather. I mean, there's a lot of illness right now. Maybe, you know, I'm not saying that you're going to catch something bad, but I think that this is an exhausting time. And I do feel if you take time out and you listen to what you need, I'm getting panic attacks around people at work, and just really getting into a bit of a stew about things. And that this is, you know, this is a sign to take some time out. And I feel once you do that, you really will get a breakthrough. So most importantly, listen to what is joyful and love you, because that is going to up your value in your relationships. It's going to help you get ideas, be inspirational around money issues. And I feel it's also going to bring a breakthrough at work. Hello, Scorpio. Now, there's a second chance in love this week. Maybe somebody's going to return, or this is a chance for you to experience something new and exciting. I'm really feeling a lot of love around you this week, and a chance to celebrate. Now, you may be celebrating alone. You may just feel really excited and you just want to be happy. Then do so. You know, make yourself a wonderful meal. Have a relationship or a romantic date with you if you're on your own. This is a time to take leadership, to know that you have control, that you do have the lead. And this is going to be a new direction in love this week. I feel like there's a spark of interest around, or energies around, that could bring in new love, or just reignite the spark in a relationship. Now, as far as money is concerned, I'm seeing a lot more honesty, honest dealings, people connected with you that are going to be more honest about money, but more positive. I feel like you are taking your head out of the sand now. You're really kind of working with money now. You're getting a better relationship with money. There's less effort as well, and it's kind of coming to you, which is great. I do see a Gemini energy around money, but this could be to do with better communication with money dealings. Maybe if you work for yourself, you know, you're being very clear, you are charging the right amount, you're being honest with yourself about what you're worth, and what you want to bring in as well. And maybe you're not hiding away from debt. You know, that could be the honesty, where we kind of realise that we're fooling ourselves a little bit. So this is a good week for that. There's a return around work as well, which is going to bring progress. This could be a slow burn, okay? So it could be an offer on the table that could take a while to grow. It could be a project that's offered to you of some kind that could take time to build. It could just be a new idea. But I feel like this has got energies in the past, or somebody that you've had dealings with before, or maybe an offer that was there before. There is progress with this, but there's also options, okay? Don't block yourself. Don't see this as a block. Maybe you've got two offers on the table, or maybe this means you're considering thinking, well, I can't have both, because that means that's too many things on the table. I feel like this is a challenge to overcome. Again, honesty is important. What do you want? What is more valuable to you? You know, do you feel you have to do something? Are you fed up with something? Is it time to move on? Or are you just doing it because you've done it for so long? And is this offer much better? Really listen to what is making your heart sing right now, because that is going to give you the best of the best, guys. I just feel like this is going to be a very, very interesting week, and things are starting to really come towards you now. Hello, Sagittarius. Now, I'm getting a really important phone call coming this week, or communication that is going to come through, which is going to help you progress where relationships are concerned. Maybe it's a family member getting in touch. Maybe it is an old flame or somebody new that will give you a call. I do see a choice being having to made, though. So this could be somebody, you could already be with somebody and someone else is calling you to move forwards that you'd left behind. Oh, no. I do see Cancer, which is linked to this. So it could be a Cancer, it could be somebody that you met around the full moon, as Cancer is ruled by the moon. But I do see rewards. This is kind of off. This could be definitely an offer that is linked to some effort that you put in a long time ago, but it will reveal a choice, because I feel like it's that case of you've moved on, you know, and then something you've wanted comes back. And then you realise that you're not 100% sure you want it anymore, or you've got two things to deal with. So, interesting choices. And I do fear there has to be one. You can't have both. Well, I suppose you could if you wanted. There's definitely a new direction coming in. You're going to find you come to a roadblock in general this week where things have to make a turn, and I'm seeing a breakthrough around money, a contract possibly that's being offered to you, which could spell the end of an old cycle and turn things around. Again, this could be from the effort that you put in. Maybe it's a partner, a relationship around work that is connected to this. There are second chances being highlighted here in work. But watch you don't get played, or you allow your doubts to influence you, okay, or old triggers, because I feel like things could be a bit confused in many ways. So it could be you confusing yourself, or it could just be the energy right now. So keep your feet on the ground. Really, really do listen to what you want. There is a card here of truth, and listen to those gut feelings, because sometimes, you know, everything can be painted wonderfully and bright and shiny, you know. Maybe a job will come in, or everyone's giving you a pat on the back, but they just want something from you. You know, they're doing it so they can gain. All right. This is important that you do keep, be very, very clear about what you want if you're negotiating a contract. Don't just sign, check everything. We are in Mercury retrograde right now. But I do see karma on your side, and I do feel that whatever you've put out there is going to be given back to you in some kind of reward this week. Hello, Capricorn. So we've got new beginnings here where relationships are concerned. I'm getting this sense of childlike energy. Maybe there's a new baby on the way, or maybe there's something new starting, or you just feel like you're starting, you feel all innocent and maybe a bit shy about things. That's what I'm getting. A new perspective is needed in some areas of your relationships. I'm getting the sense that sometimes things are too fixed or structured. There could be a Taurus that is very significant this week. That could be a partner or somebody new coming in. But I do see a change of direction for you as well. I've seen this in a lot of signs this week, and it just feels like you're coming to a point where you can't go on anymore, and something very well could be revealed to you, and it's going to come in with rewards of what you've put in. So I feel like you could be given some compliments or some kind of respect through relationships, and then you're realizing that maybe it's from friends or people from outside, then you realise you're not getting that at home, and what you've got isn't fulfilling anymore, so it takes you down a different path. Or maybe you've been chasing something that wasn't really there, and you realise you're putting all your energy into somebody that isn't really worth it, and that's why they're not reciprocating. I feel like you're on the start of a journey this week, especially around relationships. Something new is evolving for you. And you've got the endurance to get there, okay? But this is the start of a long journey of evolvement, of restructure, of, there may be some determination needed, and some very, very clear focus where structure is concerned. And A logical mind is going to be called for. Now, I'm getting this around money as well, more balance. I'm getting family energies, children affecting you, a sense of wanting more freedom and understanding what is holding you back. There is a specific goal going to come up, but it is going to require a choice. So it could be something you want to buy, maybe something you want to invest in, or maybe, you know, you're thinking about selling, or you want a new house, but you're going to have to sell to get that, or you want to travel the world, but to get the money for that, you've got to sell up, you know, or you've got to stop giving to your family all the time and they're going to have to stand on their own 2 feet. Big decisions this week, definitely. So you've got crossroads in love, crossroads in abundance and money, and I'm seeing relationships being formed around work. You possibly love being starting at working situations, but I'm also seeing loving energies around working from home. If you start working with a partner, or you're kind of forced to work in the same place, I'm getting this sense of strength coming in, and continuity and consistency. I see you feeling quite confident all of a sudden and wanting to make changes. Again, maybe you decide you want to work from home and you've had it at the office and you think, actually, I could do this job so much easier on my own without a boss and work for myself. You're going to have very, very strong intuition and very strong instincts, but your gut feeling is really, really going to be telling you something about your work situation this week. And I think this is this crossroads, this change. It's like it's saying it's time to do something about this. You cannot keep redoing this same thing, or you can't keep spending out, you can't keep investing in certain people, or maybe, you know, it's just time for a change. Hello, Aquarius. Now, I'm seeing a rebirth situation coming in, or some kind of ending, which is going to bring some kind of renewal where your love and relationships are concerned. Things are kind of open for you. I feel like you're going to be feeling a lot calmer about situations, maybe, you know, with people you're connected with. But I do see some kind of stubbornness with somebody. Now, this could be a Scorpio person, particularly as that is being highlighted. But this could be you being stubborn and not wanting to go forwards with a Scorpio. And the message is then is that actually the way forwards is open now. It is calmer. It's going to be easier. It's not going to be what it is. So if somebody returns into your life who's a Scorpio, or somebody, you know, something is refreshed or it comes back in and you think, okay, do I want to renew this? You know, just be open to options. You don't have to kind of slam the door. At least have the conversation or communicate and see where the ground lays, especially if your heart is still in it in some way or another. There is a lot of positivity around money where partnerships are concerned, but watch an old pattern. Okay, I feel like there's something that could be repeated this week, in something you think matches you. And you kind of work really hard at it and you go for it, but it's not necessarily fruitful. And it could be connected to somebody that maybe somebody you've worked with before says, oh, come on then, let's get together again because times are hard. And you kind of fall back into it because you found money issues a bit difficult of late. But then you realise you're kind of falling into something that you didn't like in yourself, or wasn't actually that great, and you're kind of realising it, but you thought you wanted it, but you didn't. But realise that what you're drawing in as well, and what is being highlighted, is the people around you are matching your purse strings. Okay, so if somebody comes into your life and you find you're surrounded by people that are in lack, then that is where you are at the moment, and it's a wake-up call, okay, to get back in the flow, especially if you are having money issues, that you're drawing in the energy around you. You want to be around enterprising people, okay? So watch those old patterns. Where work is concerned, I do see a new journey starting. This is more of a visionary one. If you are into, you know, a spiritual worker or a light worker, or your work involves a lot of vision and inspiration, I feel that you will get it this week. Some vision will come from other people and listening to gossip. Now, I wouldn't normally say sit and listen to gossip, but you might overhear something that actually gives you a great idea. Okay, so it's not something that's going to embed in you, you're going to take on board and burden yourself with it. This is something that could spark or trigger some kind of interest somewhere, because I'm seeing options opening up for you, but it seems to be coming from from social media or from the airwaves, or, you know, sitting at the bus stop waiting, you know, and listening to someone's conversation. It's like, you know, you could be a writer or a playwright, and you hear someone having a conversation, you think, oh, wouldn't that make a great plot or for a book or something? So keep your ears and eyes opened. I do feel something could be starting this week. But like I say, it could be a longer journey, but I do think you can see it through to the end. So if you're questioning of taking something on, you think, oh my God, this could be really long-winded, you know, I've got to do all this study, am I going to be able to get there? Then yeah, I would say yes, because it will open up more pathways for you. So go for it if it's what you want and you're passionate about. Hello, Pisces. Now, I'm seeing some endings here for you around love and relationships. I am seeing a little bit of sadness as well. So you might be upset about an ending. It may have already happened. It could be that you have had a fallout with a younger member of your family, maybe a child or a younger sister or brother, or maybe a friend's child. I am getting children here. It could be just somebody who's behaving like a child, and it's upsetting you greatly. So I'm seeing this ending. Now, you could put an end to it. But what I do see, and this is the great thing, is I'm seeing revival. I'm seeing kind of the need to do this or put an end to the upset in order to have what you want, but doing so may cause you pain, okay? So the positive thing is that you are learning more detail about what needs to finish in your life this week, where relationships and love is concerned, or what you need to finalize, or kind of, you know, so a new cycle can begin. There seems to be a battle where money is concerned in some issues. Maybe you're fighting with somebody over a financial investment, or, you know, who's spending what and all that kind of thing. I mean, at the moment, the economy isn't that great and people are kind of lacking in many ways. It's kind, because I'm really seeing you not really knowing. It's like there's a battle going on inside you. Maybe it's just the one you're having with yourself. Do I do it? Do I not? Do I invest? Do I save? Do I give this person that? Do you know? What do I do? Do I hold on to the job or not? There seems to be a lot of questions here, but something has to be finalised. I feel like you can't go on like this for much longer. So Spirit is saying, be truthful with yourself. And even if it takes some time to get where you want to be, and it seems like a long road ahead, continue to do it. This seems to be a theme for everybody this week. It's just like, you know, keep at it, listen to your heart, listen to your soul, and stop battling, you know, just listen to what's best for you, and things will be much easier. There's definitely a change of pattern where work is concerned, and I do see this is divine timing. You're going to learn something important around your working life, you know, whether you're working or not. It's some important detail that will help you change the way forwards and progress. So again, that could be to do with the ending that's happening. Maybe it's a relationship at work that is upset you, and that puts an end to the whole thing, a contract, a project, and it helps you move on. But whatever happens this week, whatever battles, I'm seeing revival, I'm seeing high value, I'm seeing things starting to build rather than lessen. Thank you everybody for tuning in today. If you'd like a private reading, just go to the website www.saraperrypsychic.com. Everything is in the description box below, and have a great week. Bye for now.